Didn't it say there were 15 tanks? I feel like we've gotten a lot more than 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have like 26 tanks. I swear the back of the box said 15. Yeah, 15 different tanks. I guess it's not counting them like 1, 2, 3. Even though they do all look different. I mean, even these look different and they're both a Stug Mark III. They just have a different, like, letter at the end. There's definitely more than 15 tanks. Well, I need to go buy snow treads then, and I need to remember which town had them. It'd be sweet if this one sold them, just because it's close. Oh, let's get some glorious dialogue. This is the closest town to the Q-stein. Look at this. We've lost many friends by the bombing. Travel parts. Supposed to be no trouble. Spiky. But no snow. I want a different sub-weapon. I don't like the Gatling gun. The missiles are okay. What's a drum bomb? Drops drum bombs. Good to use in the air. Okay. Definitely need a new main weapon. Badly. Except it's all my money to get, like, say this one. That's a heavy tank, though. I don't think my current tank has an H. I could switch, though. I've got a bajillion tanks. I could try this out. I mean, it's very slightly more powerful. Slightly less range. Fewer shots before reload. Should I buy it? Does it suck? I really don't know what to make of that. Ooh, there's an arena. Apparently I can take the time to do that. Naldnick had snow treads, I think. Busy, busy. Snowcat, there we go. And it's really expensive, so I'm tempted not to bother. I mean, I guess I'll need it at some point in the future, but... spending 3,100 for just this particular mission seems excessive. But I guess there will probably be other missions in snow, or I could buy this. Range 90 QM, that's not bad. You know what, fuck it, I'm buying the drill shot. Which does mean I can't afford Snowcat, but that's fine. That's fine. Actually, no. I could afford it if I went and did the arena. What do you have to say? Battle began here, so we've got a lot to do. And yet you're just driving in circles. We're putting all the energy into work every day. I can't believe we were fearful of the enemy. What? That's a complete non sequitur. Like, can't believe we were fearful of the enemy. Oh, you mean the enemy that swept into this town and, like, leveled it and blew everything up? I guess I'll just do each one of them. Oh, there's turrets. Probably should have equipped my new gun. Alright, let's just make a beeline for the actual tank. Just kill him. And now I can afford the snow treads. But I seriously don't know if it's worth it. Should I? Or are my Cat 3 treads, like, good enough? In other words, I'm wondering, are non-snow treads just in general really bad? Like, even if they have a high grip stat, do they just suck on snow? Or can I get by and they'll be like, okay, but snow treads would be better? So it looks like the ticket to everything is just circle strafe. It's like I'm playing Mega Man Legends. Just circle strafe, it works every time. 500 more bucks, another tank. Because, you know, there's 15 of them. Why would you lowball how many tanks you have? I mean, even if they're doing it because they're not counting varieties, they're just counting actual base models. Most games would count every variety to inflate the number they write on the back of the box. Like, why wouldn't you do that? That's oddly conservative for the back of a video game box, where they are usually kind of hyperbolic. And yeah, circle strafe is clearly the ticket. And we got the Challenger. Garage, I can equip my new drill shot. Superb. I should probably get something other than the Grand Bomb, because I'm not really using it, because there's rarely anything behind me. Which, of course, I suspected would be the problem when I bought it, except that I bought it because it was super cheap. Now I gotta remember where the shop is, though. There it is. I still have no clue how to save the game. Does the manual tell me how to save? So apparently I'm supposed to be able to save from the garage? Except I can't. Yeah, garage. Change parts and save your game. Change tank, paint, customize, save, and exit. But there's change tank, customize, change paint, and exit. There's no save. I do have a memory card inserted. Maybe I just need to unplug it and replug it? Apparently not. So screw it, I'll buy that. Customize, travel parts, snowcat. Done. Go out of town, yes. Okay. So if I go to the garage from here, am I allowed to save? Or has the save feature just decided not to work? Why is there no save option? Well, here's a little thing I noticed. Paint. There are 6 types of paints. If you paint your tank with colors that match the terrain, the enemy may not find you so easily. So yes, it does affect the enemy visibility. It is not just for show. Or at least they claim it's not just for show. So I will go ahead and switch to snowfield, and let's go do this shit, I guess. Should be to the west, and yeah, there are a couple here. Well, let's start with this one. At least I can move around in the snow. It was expensive to be able to do so, though. The Invaders. Oh, no dialogue, I guess. All right. There they are. On the radar, at least. Oh, no, now I can see them. I'm just gonna barge right in. Head on. Or actually, I'm just gonna slightly strafe to the side, because they're ignoring me. Now they're all panicking, because I'm shooting them all in the ass. And yet they still do not seem to have noticed me. My grave is this cold land. Well, it would have helped if you actually turned around and looked. Wow, I didn't even realize that was a significant person. A named character. Didn't exactly put up much of a fight. Wow. That was weirdly trivial. Why did they not shoot at me? Is the paint actually that effective? Good job. Thanks. Come back after the patrol. What patrol? Everyone's in an icy grave, sir. We'll enter the enemy territory. Yet more tanks. Why does it say there's 15 on the back? There's a crap ton of tanks, which is actually really cool. I'm surprised how many they made. Inside the hideout. It's very dark and I can't see anything. It's all dark. I need night parts. Oh no. Oh good, it just boots me out. I thought it was gonna make me have to try the mission without it. Do you sell night parts? Or am I gonna have to travel somewhere else? I don't like that I have to travel to certain places to get certain things, but I guess if you didn't, there'd be no reason to travel anywhere else, so pick your poison. So if I go into this garage, can I save? Ah, okay. So the garage from the store doesn't work. The garage from the map doesn't work. The garage you drive into in a town inexplicably does, even though the other options are exactly the same. Wow, that's annoying. 1 times. 1 times? What does that mean? Okay, so I need to buy... Wait, it's internal devices, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. I guess I haven't actually been to Revogiders, or however the hell you're supposed to say it. You know the secret word, huh? Okay, I'm guessing those are cheat codes. Oh. Well, it doesn't look like there's enough characters for me to spell out Beware Oblivion is at hand, so that's about all I could think of. That doesn't seem right. Come back later. Okay, I wonder if those are straight up cheat codes, or if they're a thing I can pick up at some point in the game. So I'm looking for a shop here. That appears to be... yeah, that's the arena. Alright. Oh, there's a trolley about to run me over. Are you using the garage? One who customizes parts becomes the strongest. Yeah, that's some Confucius level knowledge right there. The king has been saved. What a relief. Well, he died once, but I got it on the mulligan. Peace finally returned to this country. I hope the whole world becomes peaceful. Yeah, well, hope in one hand and crap in the other and see which piles up first. And you don't sell them either. This is actually a nice looking town though. It's in good shape instead of completely ravaged like all the others. Kind of a quaint little place. I like it. I like the trolleys and shit too. Let's try Tughl. That was the first store I checked, and I seem to recall the first store I checked had night vision, so I believe this would be good. Oh, look at the cable cars up there. I hadn't noticed those last time I was here. I don't know why that's exciting, but I like it. Okay, internal devices. Speed shot, high reload, and night vision. Wasn't there a spotlight, though? Yeah, it's considered a sub-weapon, so night vision's fine. It's a lot more expensive, though. A lot more expensive. But I want to keep my sub-weapon, so... Can I drive into the volcano here? Oh, shit! Oh, wait. That's a secret word. I'm going to take a photo of that, because I'm probably not going to remember. I'll tell him in the first town. Okay, so I guess I tell that to the suspicious-looking tank. Ooh. Ooh, that's exciting. Let's go to Rivagiders, or G-S-A-S-I-N-R-I. Oh dear, you know the word. I'll give you a gift. Yes, you got an air Gatling. Okay. Anti-aircraft Gatling gun. Destroy enemies in the air. Oh yeah, okay, so it is for shooting things in the air, not for mounting to an air vehicle. Power 16, power 20. It's more powerful than the regular one. Has a ton of range, but I'm assuming it only works on aerial targets? I mean, it says for destroy enemies in the air, but could I aim it down if I wanted to? There's probably not going to be aerial targets in the cave here, so I'm not going to worry about the air Gatling for this one. Inside the hideout. Oh no! Oh, good thing they're a terrible shot. I was facing away. That was your chance, dude. I can break the stalagmites, though. That's cool. These are columns. And it occurred to me, it has occurred to me now that the missile was a terrible idea because there's a ceiling. No, I guess at that range I can still hit him. It's not totally useless. Seems to make a sound only when it wants to, though. I guess I advance to the next room. Is this a doorway? Yes, it is. I appear to have found some sort of heinous secret lab. Good God, these sound effects are annoying. You got a secret part. It looked like a giant CPU. I was half expecting it to be Walt Disney's head. Horrible boss fight, I'm guessing? They're not just gonna let me waltz out of here with Walt Disney's head. They're actually coming here. Who's they? Who's talking? They can't steal our research. Alright. Oh, he's quite fast. This is going to be really annoying because the lock-on doesn't lead. So I guess I'm just going to rely on missiles at this point. He's just going to do laps around the room, I guess. Oh god, he hurts quite a lot, too. Ugh. And my lock-on, he's going out of range of my lock-on. This room is just big enough for that. Now he's too close. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Good hit. Couple more. And he's fast enough even the homing doesn't really work. Ooh, good. Okay. I thought he got me. That was a bit close for my liking. 500 bucks, that's it? Ooh, that one's just boxy and dorky enough looking that I kind of like it. Looks ridiculously top-heavy, which is a terrible idea for a tank, but generally desirable in people, so I guess it works. So now I have 2 more missions. Okay. Am I going to learn what that chip was? Well, I'm going to go back to Zambneal for now. What do you have to say? We're going out to sea. Equip yourself to be able to move across water. Ah, okay. Well, I can't do that right now. Anyway, I'm going to save it there. This is a good spot to stop, I think. So I noticed, while I was getting this recording ready, that if you sit at the menu long enough, there is a sort of introduction, and I skipped it instead of watching it, so I could actually start the recording. Ah, here we go. Yeah. Takara presents. And it's in like a totally different type of pre-rendered CG than the scene with the opening plot crawl. The Star Wars crawl. Although that's now what this looks like. Okay. So I guess just that first shot. I don't know. Oops, I dropped my coaster, which is actually a copy of Destiny. There. It's nice and sharp, though. This is surprisingly... In fact, this is shockingly sharp and clear for a video in a PS2 game. Usually I see horrible compression artifacts. Oh, that shot looked terrible. But man, that previous view looked really good. I mean, obviously the CG leaves a lot to be desired. I'm talking specifically just about the bit rate of the video itself. Because this obviously isn't real time. Oh, fuck yeah, American flag. So patriotic. Lens flare. Glorious. Volvor. God. Do you want to load it? Yeah, that's why I clicked it. Yeah, okay, just go. God, I hate it when games do a load complete and then you have to hit the button again. It's like, what's the point? If the load's complete, just start the fucking game. Okay, where am I headed next? Check the map. Let's go to the west. Oh, a scene? I didn't actually reach an area. My god, it's an ambush! I think. Fear of flails. Oh no, it's a boss. And it appears to be in the air, which makes me wish I used my anti... Oh no, it's dropping in. Okay. I was gonna really regret not having the anti-aircraft Gatling equipped. So we have a barrier. Nice of him to dig several holes in the ground to install those crystal generators. Oh, there's the flails I'm supposed to fear. Okay. Oh, he's quite fast. Oh, this is bad. In fact, he's faster than me. Well, as long as I'm behind him, I think I'm safe. Well, at least I finally have a spot for these bombs. Okay, I take it back. This isn't too bad. He's not that committed to pursuing me. Although I can't lock on now. Oh, there we go. I guess I'll just keep doing this. It seems to be working. This unsettling music is actually pretty effective. Well, that was implausible. And the pylons just sentiently decide to let me go. Okay, well, he got a good hit in early on, because he was in fact faster than me, which means he could have absolutely steamrolled me, but it was very polite of him to let me kill him. Ooh, that thing looks cool. Although it looks like it just has a turnable gun and not an actual turret. Let's find out. Ah, Panther Krupp. Okay. Ah, yeah, see, the turret isn't highlighted, so you can't mount turret-mounted weaponry to it, which to me implies it doesn't have a turret, which means I'm not interested. Although it does look kind of cool, in a dorky sort of way. And the max equip weight on the Challenger is kind of amazing. I'm at 2380, it does Yeah, 2762. Not bad. It also has 19 arm, and I only have 13, but I don't know what that means. I mean, I guess I could... Oh, it can't do body-mounted stuff, which I think I'm using. Isn't the missile launcher, I believe, is a B attachment, isn't it? It doesn't say. Tanks with T, yes, the Gatling is a T. It doesn't say that. Okay, maybe I could put the missile on it. Oh, fuck it. I'll worry about it later. I have no clue what those numbers mean, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. I mean, I can assume that 19 is better than 13, but it might not be enough to matter in any sort of practical sense. This game and communication are not terribly well acquainted. I guess I could do the arena. I don't think I have done it here. Alright, I already see him. Oh, there's water. Will I take damage if I'm fully submerged? He's got some sort of flotation. I don't think I can get in the water. There. Next. Wow, that one died like a bitch really fast. Rinse, repeat. I can just arc missiles over to him and he doesn't even have a line of fire on me. And that was supposedly the difficult one. Okay, you know what? Sure. I'm gonna go to the expert arena. Which of course is when it's gonna be like obscenely difficult and kick my ass all up and down the street, but you never know until you try. Water race. Race on water. Make good use of the land here and there. Well, I can't do that. Marine battle. You will battle on the water. Can you dodge the attacks? Well, I can't do either of those because I can't go on water, so never mind. Okay, to the heliport. Alright, I think it was Tughl that had water stuff. Special parts? Yeah, hoverplane. Barely floats in the air. Use it for gradual descent. No. Can fly with booster power. Propeller. Helps you fly faster. Jet. Fly with great speed, but not for a long time. Presumably because you slam into a mountain and vaporize. Let's try Naldnick. Oh, wow. Ooh. Nice collision there. Bye. No special parts. Apparently it's at Zambneal, which is where I was. Here it is, water screw. There you go, yeah. Can drive on water with a water screw in the rear. So that allows me to move on water, but does this thing also allow me to float? Or wait, no, float. Can drive on water. It's not too fast, but light and easy to use. Improved to drive on water with speed. Balances speed and weight. Fast, but a special motor makes it a bit heavy. Okay. So this is light, but slow. And this is in between, and this is fast but heavy, I guess. 218! Whoa, that is heavy. How much do I have available? Oh, a fair bit, actually. More than 200. I guess I'll get the fast one. Sea motor. Huge jet motor attached under the tank. Beat all enemies. Feel the speed. 225. It's not even that much heavy. You know what? It might be worth just saving up for that. I could go do some arena shit. Yeah, let's do that. I guess we'll start here at Tughl. Place the bombs along the course. This game requires a lot of skill. Bomb figure 8. Drive along the route and lay the bombs in the spaces specified. Accuracy leads to higher points. Okay. Am I trying to outpace this guy, or just get better points from accuracy? How closely do I have to follow this line? Am I getting scored on that too, or is it strictly where the bombs are landing? This is a bit silly. Alright. He beat me, but I didn't lose, so hopefully it's on points and not who crosses the line first. I won. Yay. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. Now, this one, lay the bombs and aim for the goal. Grand Bomber. Well, I'm assuming I can do that with Grand Bombs. Because I know there's the comedy cartoon round bomb with the fuse that I know rolls, because I've seen enemies using it. Oh, and I didn't read the instructions there because I was talking. I seriously didn't read the instructions. I don't know what that wants me to do. Advance to the opponent's starting point. Whoever steps on fewer bombs win. Oh, we're just supposed to trade places? Well, I don't know where the hell his starting point actually is. I guess I'm just gonna go off of radar. Oops, I think I stepped on my own. Where the hell did he start? Like, I mean, this claustrophobic camera angle is obviously designed... Oh, can I not see his bombs? Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, I was trying to figure out what the challenge was, but apparently his bombs are invisible. Well, that's an interesting angle. Oh, and now I have to wait for him to make it to mine. Alright. I get it now. So I guess the trick is just lay as many bombs as you possibly can. Since he has to go to my place, I might as well just lay a bunch right next to it, because he'll have to hit them to get into it. Well, I wasn't expecting the bombs to be invisible, because I can quite clearly see mine, so that completely threw me off. I was like, driving around looking for ones to avoid. Okay, stepped on 3. Stepped on 0? Bullshit! He hit one right at the end. Well, let's try that again. Both times he approached from the side, so instead of the direction I'm facing here, so I'm actually gonna put some bombs that way. Since he did it both times, makes me wonder if this is just the way he always goes. And I should be actually looking at his screen. I know that's cheating. Screen peeking is for noobs. But... what was that, 3? Well, he's hit several. I think I'm good. Oh, yeah. Stop driving into the wall, please. Oh, man, with AI like this, it's a wonder computers haven't taken over the world already. 14. Nice. Well, that was a glorious victory for great justice, clearly. 1,200 gold, not bad. Okay, well, that pays for the water jet. So back to the heliport. I can't just fast travel from the menu. Ooh. I get it, immersion and stuff. If it's just all, if everything's just a menu, it can potentially get kind of boring, but at the same time, the constant driving back and forth to the heliport kind of makes the fast travel not quite so fast. The arena here was the one that involved, the expert arena here was the one that involved the water race, correct? Yes. Oh wait, I have to buy it first, don't I? I was like, oh, I'll just go into the garage from the menu. I was like, I haven't bought it yet. So first we go buy the water jet, and then I can probably ace the water race, because I'm under the impression the water jet is the fastest one. Beats all enemies, feel the speed. Alright, now we can go to the arena. Make good use of the land here and there. So apparently it's not all on the water. Also, make good use of the land, I'm assuming means you move faster on land. Get to the goal as quickly as you can. In fact, I don't think I am faster on land. And this guy apparently has a sea motor as well. Well, I'm glad I bought the expensive one, because I don't feel like I have a speed advantage here. We seem to be about the same. Which, because I bumped into something, means I'm actually now falling behind. And oh my god, I am way slower on land. Make good use of the land apparently means don't fucking touch it. Yeah, that's not so great there. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. How long does it take you to tell me I lost? Just let me try again. Yeah, Why isn't there just a retry option at the finish line? Note to self. Fuck the land. I guess this one I kind of have to hit. It's too much of a deviation to go around it, but I'll try to avoid all the rest, because I'm like half the speed on land. Which is weird, because I actually have quite a fast land engine. And the wall hitbox there is too big, so it knocked me into the land. Which is probably also true here. Well, sorta. Cornering could use some work. Okay, he's gonna hit the land and slow down. Not enough, though. Yeah, he still beat me. Yeah, I know, I lost. I know. Yeah, I get it. So hopefully I can squeak through here. Nope, I hit the wall again. Figures. That hitbox is preposterously large. It's like they had Bethesda come in and make just that wall. Shame I can't shoot him. You know what? Fuck the water race. Could try a marine battle, though. That sounds vaguely interesting. Oh, my maneuverability is not great. Oh. Yeah. My turn radius has gone to shit because I coast. I coast in the direction I was going, of course. So you kind of move in gigantic arcs. So I'll just rely on my homing missiles, I guess. It worked. Okay, that's enough arena for now. I can move on the water now. We're going out to sea. Check your parts and prepare for battle at sea. Yes. I'm ready. Have you checked your parts? Yes. Good. Ready? Yeah, I already said I was ready. My god. We'll support nation Nibelia. Doesn't our nation have enough of its own problems? You will guard the 5th Fleet. Like, by myself? In Nibelia, there lies the enemy navy. Be careful. Wouldn't have thought of that. The Battle of Nibelia. That's impressively ugly water. It's like bored flat. It has no, like, waves or ripples. I mean, this is the same hardware that ran the fantastic-looking water in Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. And then you look at this shit. No transparency, no ripples, it's just... yeah. Although... this looks like a pretty good sized battle arena. Which I guess makes sense, because there's not much geometry with it being... flat to the horizon. I don't think I can take out the big ships, though, so... what exactly am I fighting? Ooh, I can target these. I take it back. I just wasn't close enough. And they have much less health than I expected. There's a lot of crap in the air. I don't know if that's ours or theirs. Well, it's attacking my ship, so... I guess that answers that. Should probably have brought anti-aircraft weaponry, then. Missiles are not doing a great job. Well, it looks like it only takes one. Come on. I gotta find somebody. Oh, yep, they can die. Okay. Oh, I actually don't need a lock-on for the missiles to heat-seek. I did not know that. I thought I had to lock on. So I can just spam these. But I failed miserably while I figured that out. What's the purpose of a ship that doesn't actually defend itself? Like, what's it doing if you can just fly helicopters and bomb the crap out of it, and it doesn't even shoot the helicopters? Don't know about that, but I'm gonna switch to the air Gatling. Of course, it's gonna make me drive all the way back to the harbor and talk to the guy twice again. How effective is this? It looks like not very... it's very particular about angle. Although, sadly, its smoke effect annihilates the frame rate, which is a bit of an issue. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, fuck, look at the frame rate. This is not acceptable. Although, it does look like the lock-on does not have an effect, so... I just need to be really particular about my angle. And the smoke effect is so profuse, I can barely see where the shots are going. Or maybe the lock-on does work? I really can't tell. But it does completely blind me. Yeah, I don't know, I think this is a better option than the missiles, sort of. As long as the targets hold still, which of course the helicopters do, but the jets obviously don't. Could you maybe shoot back? Like, I mean, is this ship doing anything? I think it's literally not doing anything. I'm completely at the mercy of carrying my entire team. Everybody loves playing babysitter, right? Okay. Broke through the enemy waters, yet no thanks to my teammates. Maybe if you want your carriers to survive, you should put weapons on them, instead of expecting one tank and with a flotation device to protect the entire fleet completely on its own. No wonder the Proton Army's having problems. They apparently have the tactical prowess of a slime mold. Yeah, it's docking. I got it. Yep. You can cut now. There. King of Nibelia, thank you. Our navy has been suppressed. My country wants to thank you. You just did. Can we stop going in circles? We'll be heading to the Q-stein Empire, so we need to transport the supplies. Let us help you with it. We'll send some troops. Bone will be leading them. Thank you. The patrol force will go first. You join them. Yeah, of course. Of course. Check their position. What exactly does that mean? Let me know if their position... Oh, the enemy. I thought you meant the patrol force. Like, aren't they right next to me? Greyhound, Centaur, Type 2 Kami. Is there a reason to switch? I don't know. I mean, the one I'm using still works, so what am I looking for? Or am I just supposed to cross the water to... Oh yeah, I am. Although, I do want to go here and see if there's a shop, and presumably an arena. I'm guessing there is in every town. We're preparing to transport the supply. Just the one. Protons will be better off with this. This is Nibelia, an island floating in the middle of the sea. Yeah, that is what an island is. We're a rich country because of the waters around us. Oh, good for you. Would you like pink fences, it would seem? We might as well go through the arena. Feels like a bit of a chore, but fuck it. It's a very small one. Oh, I can't aim them down. I was able to use them on the ships. Maybe it was just because I was bobbing up and down. That accounted for the upward tilt. If I was bobbing downward, they fire straight. Yeah, 19 arm is still the highest. T80 17's not bad. I really don't know. Centurion Mark III. It appears to be quite fast. Damn, look at him hauling ass. There goes the prop house. And he died without getting a shot off. Is it just me, or is the arena kind of pointless? Other than it's really easy money. Insultingly easy money, in fact. Leclerc. Allegedly difficult. Emphasis on allegedly. Well, that's that. I guess I'll check the expert. Grand shot. Quickly destroy the mines in the field. You can only use the main weapon, so be sure to get in close. Or target shot. Destroy the target and you will advance. Shoot and reach the goal. Subweapon A, B, and special parts can be used. Apparently it means can't. They just spelled it wrong. So rather than disabling them, I actually have to take them off. Which is really annoying. Why not just make them not function in that challenge? Yep, oh yeah, that's it. Destroy all the floating bombs. Am I racing the other guy, or are we shooting the same targets? We must be shooting different targets. Oh yeah, he's a ghost, okay. I should be able to hit more than one though, because the... Oh yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, the drill shot's supposed to go through stuff. Long reload though. Okay, well, the CPU is actually quite good at this. Well, my other option here would be to switch back to the original shell because it's more shots before reloading. And I'm not sure the penetration of the drill is particularly useful here. Most of these move fast enough that the one behind it is somewhere long gone by the time the shot reaches it. Because the drill is quite slow. One left. Oh, shit. Well, that was closer. Try again. Why not? This one's at least kind of fun. Unlike the water race. That just made me lose all faith in humanity. I don't like the up and down ones, because you just have to wait for them. Something of which I was completely unaware at the time is that you can, in fact, aim up and down. It's done with the right stick, which also can be used to rotate your turret. However, I played the entire game rotating my turret with the shoulder buttons, so I was never touching the right stick, and because I was never touching the right stick, I didn't notice it could adjust your vertical aim. Now, there's still no crosshair, and the camera does not tilt to show you angle, so determining where your shots go is still a combination of guesswork and seeing where your previous shot went to make an adjustment for the next one. But you definitely can get a feel for it, and had I known it was possible, I probably would have done it quite a bit. It's pretty satisfying to lob shots around, but I straight up didn't realize this feature existed. So chalk that up on the long list of things this game is terrible at communicating. But that being said, it seems weird I didn't notice this. Like, I wanted to be able to aim up and down, so I should have tried the right stick. Like, it seems really obvious. Maybe my brain was still fried from Alien Resurrection, I don't know, but in hindsight, I feel like an idiot for not figuring this out, like, right at the start of the game, but nonetheless, that's how it went. Wow, he did that round amazingly fast. Well, I was making fun of the AI earlier, and apparently this is the one thing it's very good at. Just curious, because this is actually quite a very specific task. Like navigating the maze earlier with the grand bomb thing. It was terrible at that. This is annoying me. I'm gonna go to the garage. Yeah. Let's just do the regular shell. Actually, is the rate of fire... I'm assuming INT is interval, 0.8 of a second, as opposed to... I don't know. I don't think it's a full second between shots at the drill, so maybe that's a different stat. But it's more shots before reloading, and it might be a higher rate of fire, so... this may help me. Oh god, this is annoying. I know I said it was enjoyable earlier. It's kind of not anymore. Yeah, this is just kind of frustrating, frankly. Without a crosshair and this terrible camera angle where it's looking straight ahead, it's like directly behind me, instead of being boomed slightly higher than me, looking downward a bit. If it was boomed slightly higher than me looking down, I could actually see where my shots are going. Piss. I didn't have enough range for that one. That was close, though. I don't care anymore. Target shot. Let's just see what this is. Shoot the target to advance, take good aim with the right timing, and reach the goal. Oh, we're on like a track. Oh, I see. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. Well, this is actually, at the very least, this is quite interesting. So it's a rail shooter where you don't move on the rail unless you hit the targets. Although you then have the paradox of, if you're moving quickly enough, you just sail past your own targets. Oh. Well, that seems like a bit of a catch-22. I don't like this. Okay. Okay. I mean, I get it, but... wow. Yeah, why did... oh, God. Just let me hit retry. You're just flagrantly wasting my time at this point, in which case, fuck you. Seriously, if you're a game developer and you're watching this, put a retry button in, or go fuck yourself. Might benefit from having a slower gear here. I can't make fine adjustments. Doesn't help I have so little range, so I can't shoot him from, you know, a good ways away. Wow, he's way ahead of me. Yeah, how about no? It's kind of a clever conceit. It's a cool idea, but the camera angle is not advantageous, the lack of a crosshair is not advantageous, and the difficulty making fine adjustments is not advantageous, so... and also the sheer length of time it takes to try again makes me want to throw this disc in a stump grinder. So I came here to look at the shop, right? I got distracted. Must be up the hill. At least I hope it is. This is going to be a huge waste of time. Oh no, I'm slow again. Well, here's the shop. Which way is the harbor? I guess I'm lost. Those are typically in the water. Maybe head that direction. Super shell. Power 45, I think it's the same. Shell 25, that's slightly more than I think the drill is 20. See, the problem I'm seeing is that it feels like the main weapons in particular don't differ by enough. Satellite. Shoot the satellite laser where the pointer hits. Oh, is it that thing from Gears of War? What is that? I was gonna say Anvil of Dawn, but that's a that's a grid-based dungeon crawler from the 90s. Hammer of Dawn, I think it's called. I don't know. I've only very briefly played the very first Gears of War. It's powerful. I'll give it that. It's only one shot per reload, though. 4-second reload. Yeah, one shot every 4 seconds would get annoying. So you'd want a really good sub-weapon to make up for that. Speaker, new model speaker. Old model speaker. Slow gear, Q hyper, speed shot. Enables automatic firing. I mean, they already have automatic firing. If I just hold the fire button, it fires continuously. The main gun. I'm assuming then this means it increases the rate of fire, but by how much? I like the visual design of it though. It's shots all like radially around it. I mean, it looks like a pan magazine, like on the Lewis gun. Yeah, screw it. I'll buy it. I could maybe do that expert arena if I have a better rate of fire. Holy crap, it makes a huge difference. Well, that's bitchin'. Although I have the smaller magazine of the drill shot. And that inexplicably went really well. I mean, I had a better rate of fire, so I mean, that made a difference, but I feel like the CPU was actually doing a worse job that time as well. Well, let's try this one again, too. Higher rate of fire means more chances. Crap, crap, crap. There we go. So I'm just gonna miss a few. So what's bugging me here is when you turn the turret, the camera is staying behind it because I'm stationary here, but it's not staying behind it instantly. So if I just make a minor adjustment in fire, it's actually not going straight relative to the camera, it's going slightly diagonally relative to the camera, which is why it's very hard to be firing while turning. Your instinct is to rely on the center of the screen, but you can't rely on the center of the screen because the camera is not rigidly locked to you. It has a bit of lag behind you. And so if you make a tiny adjustment, it's actually not flying to the center of the screen. It's slightly deviated. Weird. I don't feel like I did that any better than any of my other attempts. So I think I just got lucky that the CPU wasn't as good that time. You know, I want to save, but I just realized that means I have to go all the way back to the store. Well, we can enjoy this scenic drive. And by scenic, I mean terrible graphics. Onward. To this thing. The castle in the sea. Oh, that looks rather formidable. And we're graced with another exquisite sound effect. Oh, apparently it's firing black holes at me? Or no, it just teleported me on board. Well, that was nice of it. Could have just obliterated me in the water. I'll destroy all who enter. Well, you're the one that teleported me here. I guess that's just his excuse to kill me. He's trying to justify it to himself. Why are these not firing at me? Oh, there they are, okay. They're only kind of interested in killing me. I keep sliding down this ramp. This is really annoying. Don't I have, like, a really high traction stat? Why can't I get up this ramp? Man, these weapons have very short attention span. They make like one shitty attempt at hitting me and then just sort of give up. Oh, I guess that explains why I was falling down the ramp. That's actually sucking me toward it. So it is a black hole. That was my initial thought, but I gave up on that because it teleported me, so I was like, oh, it's a teleporter, not a black hole. If I can just run up to this, and then just drop bombs behind me. Wow, that does work. Awesome. You know, why record more than one explosion sound when you could just use the same one for everything? What happened? A battleship teleported me on board so I could murder it. A battleship was on the watch. You've defeated the battleship! Well, I by definition witnessed that firsthand. You don't need to tell me. We'll attack the town, Gloonstadt. Or Gloonstadt? Proceed to the enemy town. When we arrive, we will start. Yeah, that's how time works. This dialogue is just a rare treat. I kind of like that one. It's like dorky and boxy, which I kind of go for because it looks goofy, which amuses me. So I'm 2380. I'm still tempted to go with the Challenger. I might just switch to that just for shits and giggles, I guess. No turret on this thing. No turret on that thing. Why would I ever want a tank that doesn't have a turret? Like, that's just absurd. And it seems like more of the tanks don't than do. There it is. Well, it can't do B. 10 arm. Fuck it, I'm gonna switch to the Challenger just to see if it feels any different at all. Sweet, and I'm at 2208 out of 27, wow. I could still equip more crap. Change paint, I guess urban. We're attacking a town, apparently. I feel like this game could use a few more music tracks. Flash of explosion. With a dash of odd translation. Gloonstadt has strong defense. And yet we're here. When Nibelia is bombed, attack. The operation begins at night. I thought you said it begins when we arrive, and we have arrived. Equip the searchlights, quick. Oh god, I don't have a searchlight. Piss. I do have night vision, but it's not equipped because I have my speed shot instead. I'd rather equip the night vision than go all the way back to a town and find the searchlight. Although the searchlight would allow me to keep my speed shot because the searchlight's considered a sub-weapon, isn't it? And in fact, it might require me to have a searchlight and not night vision. Let's find out. And so that's just the same scene. I skipped it, and it's going to boot me out, isn't it? Oh no, it is loading the actual mission. Okay. I'm allowed to use night vision. That gun there was completely two-dimensional. Go! These enemies have a lot of health. So is my objective just defeat all enemies? They didn't tell me anything more specific. So I guess I'm going to operate on that logic. Appear to be some behind this building. Indeed. I'm stuck. Damn it. I can shoot through this barrier, so I'll just do that. So to my right. I can't see very far. This night vision is not terribly effective. Well, this is where the drill shot's quite handy. I can just shoot through even the terrain here, which puts them at a severe disadvantage. I've noticed the difficulty in this game is incredibly inconsistent. So I've now taken out a whole bunch of enemies. I think I've taken one hit. I mean, look at my health. I'm nearly full. There's not really much of a threat to me here at all. And then there's been other missions where I've gotten, like, steamrolled instantly. There's that one where you're supposed to take out the towers, where the enemies just destroy you if they find you, so you have to do it stealthily. But then there's missions like this where you just take on many enemies with no problem whatsoever. The battle arena is comically easy, but then the expert arena is often very frustratingly difficult, due to its very specific rules, typically. But then, like, yeah, there you go. I think I took one hit the whole mission. The operation was successful. Yeah, no shit, they didn't even shoot back. Enemy may come back, so treat the injured ones out of town. Define injured. I'm still under the impression that we are sentient tanks, not people in tanks, right? We're doing like a cartoon thing where we are tanks, right? We've never seen a person, so I think we are tanks. So I guess an injured tank would just be one with mechanical damage. So using the word injured is kind of an odd term for that. Are we tanks? Or are we people in tanks? It's driving me crazy. All right, which direction do I need to go? Oh, we have 3 options. Well, the Challenger seems to be pretty good. I think I'll stick with it. Although I say it seems to be pretty good, in truth, it doesn't feel any different at all. In terms of like handling or speed or anything, because most of that's all determined by my parts, and I'm using the same parts. Devil's sand is what they call. Your feet could get cut. We don't have feet. We should watch out. Ah. What? What in oblivion is that? It can't be. Metal Gear. They were hiding. We've been ambushed. Oh no, and I don't have treads for sand. Although my snow treads seem to work perfectly fine. Oh, there's just more coming. Okay. We're just doing a survival sort of thing. They go down in like one hit, though. Yep, 1 missile and main hit. Okay, I take it back. I am moving very slow on the inclines. So the snow treads are not enough. I'm assuming there are specific sand ones. Good job just standing in place and not trying to dodge anything, guys. Glorious. It's a lot of money for something so trivial. And my god, we're still getting tanks. Have you noticed that we have, like, a bajillion tanks and the back of the box said there's 15? I mean, look at this shit. There, we've made it around. That's a lot of fucking tanks. Destroy the iron fort. That iron looks an awful lot like concrete to me. Well, I guess they mean that. That's a building, not a fort. Holy shit, they found me. And I was so well camouflaged. Oh, I'm timed? Why am I timed? So is my mission just to kill everything in the time limit or get inside the fort? To win, bomb the factory. Okay. The enemy reserve has already been called, so destroy the factory before they arrive. Avoid the air since anti-aircraft artillery is mounted. Break the door and enter. Okay, so I can just ignore the enemies for the most part. I need to find the door, wherever it is. Oh, and I should have put my... Just realized, I still have night vision equipped, don't I, instead of the auto-fire. There it is. Oops, I'm bombing myself. That was genius. Yeah, this has not been my proudest moment here. Most of the damage I've suffered is from myself. There. Luckily, the building only took 1 hit. So my stupidity of backing over my own mines didn't completely fuck me. just pretend that didn't happen.